you can hear that, yeah?
If you're aged 50 to 64, it's time to boost your protection from COVID-19. Your protection from previous vaccines or from COVID-19 infection decreases over time. Your next vaccine will help protect you from serious illness in the months ahead. Book an appointment at a HSE vaccination centre on hse.ie. Call our team in HSE Live on 1800 700 700 or contact a participating GP or pharmacy from the HSE. For us all.
Broadcasting throughout the Northwest and across the world online. This is Highland Radio.
Hello and a very good Sunday afternoon. We are it's Greg Hughes here, by the way, and thank you very much to our regular presenters who've given us their 2 hours for this Sunday for a very special programme. We are broadcasting live from the 10th anniversary of the LIVC Vintage Day at Tyrconnell Park grounds here, and it's quite a unique event. It's like a bit of Ireland in the heart of London, here in West London at the very least. We are here, as I say, for the next couple of hours. We've got loads of great guests for you to meet. We've got musical guests, we've got the charities will be joining us, so they're benefiting from this. Packy Bonner will be joining us, and the list goes on and on and on. And very shortly, Tiny Vaughan's going to be joining us. He's the organiser, Brendan Tiny Vaughan. Now, if you want to watch the programme, we are streaming live across our website, highlandradio.com. You can go on to our website and watch the programme and see our guests. There's a lot of noise here, so hopefully you'll be able to hear us okay, but it is buzzing. There's going to be about 10 or 12,000 people here a little later on, and they're starting to fill in. For those of you who are watching our social media as well, you will see on screen the stage where the artists are going to be performing a little later on, and they're doing their warm-up, so hopefully you can hear me okay. By the way, we want you to be involved in the programme. You can WhatsApp and text 086 60 25,000, 086 60 25,000, or give us a call on 074 91 25,000. And Caroline's actually at base taking your calls again today, and we can access your WhatsApps and what have you if you want to say hello or play a request or whatever it is. Right, Brendan Vaughan joins us now. Brendan, thank you very much for joining us here in Highland Radio, and good morning to you.
Good morning.
Or good afternoon, in fact. You can tilt that up to you a little bit.
All right, hold on a minute.
All right, it is good to have you on the programme, and it's good that this day has finally arrived. It's been really 2 or 3 years in the making, hasn't it, Tiny?
It is. I mean, everybody's very disappointed that there was no Vintage Day here for the last 2 years, but now we're finally here, and the support we get here in London is incredible, you know. I'll give you an example. I mean, Martin Flannery, Flannery just is celebrating 50 years. They're from County Mayo. This isn't a Donegal Day. This is an Irish Day in London, and you know, Flannery's over here celebrating 50 years, which is a remarkable achievement. And I just phoned him, and a 45 gallon drum of white diesel hands down to fill all the generators, and even I got Paul O'Donnell's van filled as well.
And you kind of have, I wouldn't say it's a love-hate relationship, but I think when your number comes up on the really successful people in Donegal and elsewhere, they will always answer, but they know you're looking for something.
Oh Christ, I mean, some of them don't want to answer the phone at all, but in general, we've got a great response here, you know. You've got Kevin Tifty, who sponsored Highland Radio, and Declan Alco on the way down to pick up a guitar that Nathan Carter forgot, you know, the band forgot. Imagine what do you call it, talking to going to hang a door and you don't take the tools with you.
I know.
You know? But I mean, we're here to help.
Well, don't be too hard on him. He hasn't started singing yet. You can talk about that tomorrow.
But I mean, the incredible help we get here, you know. I mean, I asked Keith Morrow from Munchilds for 2 generators, and they were here within an hour. You know, see, unless you tick all the boxes, one cog missing, you just can't do this day.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
So it is one day. It's been a long time coming, maybe 10, 12,000. Who's to say how many might turn up? Everyone from Donegal seems to be here, because I bumped into so many people from Donegal for the last day or so. And also there's a huge population of people from all of Ireland, of course.
Of course.
But particularly Donegal, North Donegal, like we were at last night, and saw a lot of people who have made new lives for themselves here, be it temporarily or permanently. Young people, middle-aged people, older people.
That's correct. And I mean, there's another thing I'm thinking of doing now. I have a lot of people interested. We're doing a tractor run from London to Donegal, and the amount of people that are mad to do it next April. Do you know, that's the support you get from Inishowen and Donegal. I couldn't praise Inishowen people enough.
Is also about raising money for charity. The Peace Hospice, Watford, Dementia Concern, Ealing, Southwark Helping Hands, which provides assistance to adults with learning and physical disabilities, Wernwood Scrubs Pony Club, it's equine therapy for children with special needs or physical disabilities. I mean, it's
all 4 excellent charities
to be able to support them.
Yes, and I'll be doing an auction. I'm no professional, you know. I'll be up there golding on the stage, but we're going to make a good donation too, as well, to the funeral costs of Tom O'Halloran, who was tragically killed down at Greenford Station, which is just down the road from us, you know.
Yeah, okay. Right, so what's going on here today? And I'll let you go, because you've got other things to do as well. You've got a stage behind you there. That's where the main acts are going to be lining up. Our own David James, Nathan Carter and others.
That's right.
That starts about 1. There's another stage down the field a bit. That's trad, Irish dancing.
Yes.
There's a fun fair. There's a lot of machinery has arrived over the last couple of hours.
So I went out to Wexham there, Jerry's Cross there, and I met Mickey Moss from Ahayarn and Tony McGovern, who owns a bit of land. And hey, the amount of stuff that was there, I couldn't believe it. I don't know if Facebook Live, but it's unbelievable how much stuff's here today. You know, all Irishmen that come here to support this, and we have the Donegal County Council, Gary Martin and Packy Bonner, all the way from kid you. Many's a time me and him had battles on the field playing.
You keep trying to reference it. I've never heard Packy mention these battles once. I always
But I always win the
them.
battles, you know. Because I was a wee bit stouter than him.
Right, come here, listen. If I get stuck, I might come back to you, but for now, thanks, Tiny.
Thank you very much, and thanks to Highland Radio and all the Donegal people that support this, and the wider Irish community that come here, and the folk village behind you there, and Peter Columba that got them over here. It's unbelievable. And Margaret Rose will be on now in a wee minute, you know, playing the fiddle or whatever.
We've got a producer now here. Who needs Donna Marie when you've got Tony Vaughan? Listen, I'll welcome in. Thanks very much, Brendan. We'll chat to you soon.
Are you going to talk to Packy now, are you?
Yes, we are going to talk to Packy, Brendan. Go on, your bit's done.
I don't believe a word he was saying about him being the best.
So who got the better who then?
I think one of us was sent off. First
Next thing you know, he'll be talking about all the caps for Ireland he has.
Absolutely.
Come here, you really enjoy being involved in stuff like this, Packy, don't you? I know you were here the last time we were here a couple of years ago. I know you were down at the Legends Tour as well, and you use your profile and your time to talk about the positivities of Donegal, don't you?
Yeah, of course. And listen, I've been away from home for 44 years, living in Glasgow, and you know, I've been asked by the Donegal County Council and Gary Martin in particular to come and be part of all of these events, and I love it because you're meeting people, you're meeting Donegal people, you're meeting people who have been away like myself, who still have got that love for home, get home whenever they can, and they miss it, but when they're away, they're supporting Donegal. Look at what we have here today. It's going to be an incredible day, as Brendan of course has already mentioned, all the people that's going to come. So for me it's a positive, reaching out to Donegal diaspora around the world, not just here in London, but in Glasgow and going to America and so on. And I can see that love that they have for home, and that. And what I've also sort of been blown away with is just from my involvement with Donegal County Council over the last number of years is what they're actually doing at home. Donegal's still Donegal. We all remember Donegal as it was, but it's moved on to a completely different level now, and what they're doing is incredible.
And you know, wherever there are deficits, we have to talk about that too, right? But what I think we're getting better at now is promoting our positives, you know, and rather than just talking, getting things sorted. You know, I mean, in terms of the infrastructure, there are a lot of things that need to improve, but we have better broadband access. You know, it's not terrible. We're starting to get that message out there. That golf event, Paul McGinley, sort of what he has done over the last while as well, and as I mentioned earlier, we're involved in that. You know, real positive stuff that the tourists want to hear. That you know, that it's good that we're getting out there.
Yeah, and the experience of people coming now, whether you're coming on holiday, whether you're coming moving back home, whether Donegal County Council is there to actually help you. But I think now is a real positive. I was home in the summer for 4 or 5 weeks. My daughter got married there. We had about 120 people that came from Glasgow, and I can tell you they partied, but they really, really loved coming over there. A lot of them had Donegal connection, but some of them actually had never been to Donegal before. But they go away with that sort of kind of almost a vision of a positivity that probably will last with them for the rest of their lives. And you know, you go there with plan A, which is not the good weather, but if you get the good weather and it's plan B, then you certainly will come for the rest of your life.
As I said
we have
before,
the pictures, we have everything.
If you look at the German tours or the French tours getting off the bus in Donegal town in the summer, they've got their wet gear on. It's us that live there that are walking around in denial in our t-shirts sometimes.
Yeah, but listen, it doesn't matter what it was. Even if it's bad weather, you're still going to have a huge experience.
Of course.
And I think it's about the people too. Yes, you talked about infrastructure and all that, but I've seen huge improvements in that. You know, the broadband. You know, people talk about Donegal being remote. It's probably one of the fastest broadband fibre broadbands you can get. So businesses moving back, people moving back to work remotely. I wouldn't call it remotely, but working maybe you know, in an area where they can get a balance of life. All these things that is hugely important to people's lives now. I think the COVID thing has learned us a lot, that we can actually do it. Before people said, no, we can't do that, but now they realise that they can do it. And there's loads and loads of examples of people working there, working for companies who are multinational companies all over the world, but are working in Donegal and enjoying their life balance. And that is a huge positive for Donegal. You can go down the road, you can go for a walk, you go on the beach, you can walk for 4 or 5 miles where I come from, and then and you have almost a fresh mind to carry on with your life, and that's it. And you can bring up your family in that environment too. So all of those things are really, really positive, and those messages I'm very happy to help promote and get out there, because people need to realise it.
Yeah, for sure. Just a couple of things before I let you go too, about the diaspora element of it too. I think it's important, and we talked a little bit off air, that it's a two-way street. You know, like we've come over here, and you know, I've been speaking to people from our county, and I know it's an All-Ireland event, you know, and it's nice to come over and chat to them and celebrate that. And what they do is they help and support young people who are over here studying or whatever. You know, sometimes you have to go outside of Ireland to get that real Irish community that we seem to have sort of lost a little bit at home at times.
Yeah, I think when I went away, there was people there in Glasgow that I made contact, Irish people who have done well for themselves, but also they always have this sort of kind of thing about helping our locals when they go away. You know, maybe we don't do that at home at times. We kind of almost give out about people, but when you go away, you become very clannish. You want to help our young people, our people who are going, and our young people now are every part of the world, but they're also now going away for different types of work. They're not going away just for type of work. They're going away and they're building their careers in companies.
Yes.
They're on boards. And they're willing to bring that back into Donegal also. And I think those are big positive messages, and that's what I notice anyway when I'm working around the world talking to people from the Donegal background. So it's really positive, and our young people are that's our future.
I know, yeah. And in fairness, I was watched the Late Show. I don't watch it very often. I'm not sure, you were probably busy. But Michael Flatley, he gets a lot of stick, Michael Flatley, but he had some really strong and positive words along the lines of what you're saying there. Finally, you've pulled on a Donegal jersey. It's not maybe what, unless people are watching at home, it's not the traditional. It's a new jersey that's been designed. Donegal County Councillor involved. It's not in your face. It's got Donegal branding. It's Ireland's DNA. What do you think of it? It's nice. I like it.
I think it's lovely actually, and we're just talking to Gary's wife actually coming out. She wants to maybe do one with a bit of pink in it for the gender balance, and we'll do that. But I think the logo is really special, and it's a logo and a brand that they want to promote. So from that perspective, I'm quite happy to wear anything Donegal. It almost gives you a bit of pride and passion when you have something on your
and I actually got one. I've been campaigning to get one of these tops.
I had to get double XL though. You'll be probably extra small.
No, I'm extra small across the chest, XL across the tank. Come here, Packy. Thanks so much for
pleasure. And listen, I hope everybody's got a fantastic. The weather's good,
isn't it?
Tiny's here organising everything. So that's Brendan, of course, and the people's coming now. So it's brilliant.
How did you get on at the Legends, by the way?
I enjoyed it. I ended up winning it for. It was a one-off. Unbelievable. I played with Paul, and I played with Nick Job, then the other pro, and two people from England, and we had a wonderful day. It was a brilliant venue, brilliant event, and I really enjoyed myself. It was like a Stuttgart day for me. You remember Stuttgart when we beat England 1-0? It was one of those days. Everything went right, absolutely right. Brilliant. And ended up winning the thing, which was a big surprise. Also, and I represented Critch Island. That was more important.
Well, listen, congratulations. It's always a pleasure to have you on Highland Radio, and keep doing the brilliant work that you do.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, okay, that is Packy Bonner there. All right, we are broadcasting live from the London Irish Vintage Show here in London, as you can imagine. We are on the grounds of the Tyrconnell Gales GEA Football Club. We've got loads of people for you to meet over the course of the next however long is left of our 2 hours. Just a reminder, of course, you can listen to the programme as you are, hopefully, listening to the programme across here. But if you want to watch the show and see our guests and get a sense of the atmosphere as the crowds build up, well, then you can hop onto our website, highlandradio.com. Hopefully, you'll see a watch live link there, or go straight to YouTube, Highland Radio Ireland, or on our Facebook pages. And you know what, as well? You can watch that later if you like. It'll be there online for you to watch or listen back to whenever you want. Okay, it's not the 9 till noon show. I don't know how to hand to an ad break if I'm not on between 9 and 12. It's the Sunday afternoon show, so we call it that. It's live from London, and we'll be back with more after we take this commercial break. Stay where you are.
The weekend on Highland Radio with Expressway. Travel Route 30 Donegal to Dublin and Route 32 Letterkenny to Dublin every day. Reserve your seat in advance by booking online at www.expressway.ie.
Your Lancome free gift is waiting for you at McElhenny's. Simply buy 2 Lancome products and receive the ultimate beauty routine. Your gift includes a full-size Vivasil cleanser. Choose from our Absolute or Hydrogen skincare collection to complete your gift. Exclusively in-store and online at McElhennys.com until September 17th while stocks last.
I can't stop thinking about them. I keep rereading their old texts.
Brian, this has got to stop. It's been months, and they send those alerts to everyone. You know that, right? Look, your bank is leaving, but you've got to get back out there. Listen to me. Any bank would be lucky to have you, especially Bank of Ireland.
Really?
Yeah, they've even put together a simple step-by-step guide to moving banks and have a dedicated team on hand to help. Even an ending can be a new beginning. To start finding your new banking partner, download, search Bank of Ireland Big Move. Begin.
Bank of Ireland is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
Okay, you're very welcome back to the programme. I want to say a big hello to Brendan McCarry-Boyce from Creasler and living in Maidenhead, and Justice and family. Also want to wish Barry Orr a happy 50th birthday. He's listening back at home. Happy birthday to you, Barry. If you want to get a text into us, you can do so right now on 086 60 25,000. They're coming directly to us here in London, or give us a call on 074 91 25,000, and we will get to that too as well. Righty-o. Now, we are joined on the programme by Margaret Rose Cunningham, manager of the Glencolmkill Folk Village. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Tell us about the work that you're doing out there.
Well, we're celebrating 55 years open this year, and it's a thatch cottage village, a seaside thatch cottage village. We depict the way life come back to the 1700s, and it was built by a great priest called Father James McDowell to help stem some of the immigration from the area and save a lot of the lovely cultural items and customs of the area.
And you've set up next door to us here. You're often knocking the door looking for an assistance, but that's no problem.
I tell people.
tell us what you have on display here for the wonderful people of London and those that have come to visit today.
Well, it's a very tactile stand. You can actually take part if you want. You can make a St. Bridget's cross, or I'm spinning wool, and we've got some small frames people can weave or they can knit, and they can learn all about Glencolmkill and Donegal as well. We're delighted to be back here again. This is our 5th year here, and if you're around the London area, Greenford, definitely call in and say hello.
Yeah.
To us, we'll be delighted to meet you.
And isn't it a lovely atmosphere? I don't know, it's particularly nice this year. I was very lucky to be here for the last one, and the crowds are just coming in now. The music and all hasn't really started yet, but there's a lovely buzz, isn't there?
There is an amazing buzz, and I found that life in general, even visitors we have all summer to the Folk Village, people are so happy to meet each other, they're so happy to chat, but the atmosphere here today is absolutely wonderful. There's some great jiving going last night too. You can see a lot of people around here. You're pretty good on the floor yourself, Greg.
Well, I know that's not true, because I was under quite a lot of pressure to jive last night, and I actually did resist. We were lucky enough to visit a couple of the bars. You know, we skipped between two of them, and it was lovely atmospheres.
Yeah.
But it was just like being in Donegal, which is great. But you know, all the people from the county and further afield in Ireland, all into these areas. There were DJ Tubbsy was in Tifty's, David James was in another bar. You know what I mean? Like, and we're in London, and you've got all these sort of local acts performing to Irish people, like, and obviously locals in inverted commas.
Well, David James was amazing last night, and he actually recorded a video at the Folk Village 2 weeks ago in Glencolmkill, and it'll be coming out in October. He's a great spirited young fella, so talented, but we're made to feel so welcome here among the whole community. It's just great.
So talk to me, just finally, in case you didn't mention at the beginning, in terms of visiting the Glencolmkill Folk Village. Is it a summer thing? Is it all year round? Is it open to guests? Sell it.
Well, we actually open mostly from Easter until the end of October, but we had a very exciting year this year. Liam Neeson made a movie in Glencolmkill, and his set was in the Folk Village, and we actually got to open early, like we got to open from March on because of that. So that'll be coming out next year, and it's quite an exciting thing. It's a kind of one-stop shop. They can eat beautiful traditional food there, they can swim, they can get a guided tour, self-guided. It's in 10 different languages as well. So I'm really excited to be back up and running again too.
Okay, other than meeting the lovely people in your beautiful stand next to us, what are you looking forward to about today?
Well, definitely kind of selling Donegal, but it's nice to bring a bit of home over here and make people feel you know, that we haven't forgotten about them. We're the lucky ones getting to live in Donegal, so it's nice to share that, and you get great feedback.
And this is a little bit by the by. The last time we were here, it was brilliant, but I think it's actually been set up a little bit better this time around.
It's wonderful. It's very
Because
nice
everything
things.
seems more.
Wonderful. It's
Because
very nice
everything
things.
seems more compact.
Well, we're here. We're beside you. We're beside the main stage. We can see the VIP tent. We're trying to catch a couple of tickets in there later, and the trucks and the cars. Everything is just amazing. Everybody's looking really well too, aren't they?
That's your beard goggles.
No, I forgot them in Dunnings.
Listen, thank you so very much. It's been lovely having you on the programme. All right, thank you so much indeed. 086 60 25,000 WhatsApps and texts, keep them coming in to us. And what we're doing for those of you who want a visual experience on this Sunday afternoon, we're streaming live on our website as well, highlandradio.com, and also on YouTube, Highland Radio Ireland, and across our Facebook pages. Very shortly, we have some live music for you. All right, it's that. Get your requests and all coming into us, but we'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break, are we? Okay. We are going to take a break now. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes with some live music for you.
Broadcasting through the West and across the world online. This is Highland Radio.
On this week's Business Matters, we dip into the archives to feature my chat with the owner of Pat's Pizza in Letterkenny, Mary Bradley, which was first aired back in May. So join me, Kieran O'Donnell, for Business Matters on Sunday evening after the 6 o'clock news. The Business Matters podcast is also available to download at highlandradio.com.
Business Matters in association with the ATU Donegal Faculty of Business. Realise your potential by enrolling on the part-time degree in business. Only 3 years with just 1 evening per week on campus. Open up your future by calling 9186206 or visit lyit.ie today.
Heard about the Regal Room at Eclipse Cinemas, Lifford Strabane. Feel the glitz and the glamour of old-style cinema elegance with a luxurious modern twist. Enjoy a red roomy armchair or love seat, each with its personal footstool. Relax and unwind with a nice glass of wine, some Italian gelato or even a pizza. To find out more about the Regal Room at Eclipse Cinemas, Lifford Strabane, or to book your luxury experience, go to eclipsecinemas.com.
Hi folks, Paul McDevitt here, inviting you to join myself and Jimmy Stafford this Monday night for another edition of the Monday Night Sessions. On the show this week, and with the Glenties Harvest Fair starting next weekend, we'll be speaking with some of the committee involved, and one of the main for a chat and a few songs. Twin Towns singer-songwriter Mickey Duffy will also be joining us, and we say hello to Donegal Sessions this Monday night between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. right here on Highland Radio.
Broadcasting throughout the Northwest and across the world online. This is Highland Radio.
Okay, you're very welcome back.